Hello, hello. So today I'm going to talk about how we change the paradigms that we're living in so we can achieve our goals. So yesterday I talked about goal achieving. So first of all, we have to have a goal that really, really excites us. And then we have to really figure out our paradigm. So what is a paradigm? A lot of people haven't heard this before. I know before I was taught it recently, I had no idea what a paradigm was. So a paradigm is your habitual way of behaving and acting. So basically, we all know so much more than we're actually doing. So there's this really cool quote that I wanted to share, and it's by Thomas Edison. And he says, if we did all the things that we are really capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. And just imagine. So, I mean, if you're watching this, you probably love learning, just like I love learning. And so you've probably done other webinars, or maybe you have some courses that aren't even like all the way finished, or you finished them, but you didn't really act on all of the knowledge that you were given. So this is, a lot of people do this, and it's because of the paradigm. They're not used to doing that type of actions that they're asked to do in these courses or webinars. So we really have to change the paradigms. So really, first thing, being aware of the non-productive habit. So if you notice that you're taking in a lot of information, you're not executing on the information that you're given, then that's definitely a non-productive habit that you need to change. So what you can do is, before you watch any other new webinars, invest in any more courses, then start acting on the ones that you already do. So that's a very good paradigm that you could change, is instead of consuming so much information, you can start actually acting on the information that you're already aware of. Because just imagine if you actually put into place everything that you knew how to do. Like, we would literally astound ourselves, right? Like Edison was saying. So this is the paradigm, and this is really how you achieve the goal, because it's not enough to just want it. I mean, you have to really, really, really want it. But then you have to know, like, okay, I want it. What is it going to take? And who am I? Like, am I the person that can achieve that goal? And if you already are the person, you probably would have achieved it already. So you really have to look at yourself, look at your paradigms, look at your habits, and really lay it out. So, I'm not, doing the actions that I need to be doing, that I'm learning. I'm not waking up early. I'm not waking up early to, do the exercise, to do the gratitude journaling, to make the healthy shake, or, even whatever it is, whatever it is that you have to do in order to achieve the goals that you really want to be achieving. So that's the first thing with paradigms, is really making sure you're aware of where you are, and then changing the habits. So you can just take the negative habits, the non-productive habits, and then just do the opposite. And I would write that down, so you'll have a list of everything that you're not doing. Because once you're aware of it, the awareness is so important. Because, I mean, you might know it, but if you just write it down and you really make it clear, then it makes so much more sense. Then what you can do is, so you write those productive habits, and then you can start putting those productive habits into your schedule and start bringing more of that into your life. So I would really recommend just doing one habit at a time. So if it's, even if it's just making more phone calls, like for prospecting, going to more networking events, adding it to your calendar, but really just focusing on just doing one at a time, so then you don't overwhelm yourself. Yes, awareness is key. Yes, cheerfully Cheryl. Thanks for saying that. That's so true. So this is really important about changing the paradigm. So what happens is, these paradigms are really powerful. Like, we've been doing the same thing for as long as you've been living, like, in the same habitual way of doing things. So when you try to change a habit, that paradigm is going to come back and try to, stay strong and just because it's a habit. That's what you've done for so long. You're just going to kind of, naturally kind of go that way. So you're going to be met with defeat. You're going to have, apparent like failures, which are really just learning lessons. So don't let that deter you. Deter you. Because, like, you can do it. You can really do it. But it just takes the awareness, like cheerfully Cheryl was saying. So the awareness is so important. So be aware of what's not working, and then write down the opposite and make sure you're doing more of what is working, and know that it's not going to be easy. These paradigms, they have a lot of power, but you can change it. That's the good news. But it's going to take time, space, repetition, of repeating affirmations constantly, doing the habits. You might fall off, but bringing it back in. So you have to have persistence. So that's a huge, 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 huge key. So think of someone. So someone I think of when I think of persistence is Mr. Hillary. He was the first person that climbed Mount Everest. And talk about persistence. I mean, you are in the freezing cold where like most people, pretty much he's the first one. So anyone else that tried before died. So that's like a massive amount of persistence. But he really, really, really wanted to make it to the top. So you just have to be really persistent and knowing that you're going to be met with failures along the way and not letting that get to you. So persistence is really the key here when you want to break that paradigm. So constantly, creating the new habits, doing the new habits. And when you are, and once you've made that decision, so we talked about it yesterday, once you've decided, like this is what you're going to do, so something happens in the subconscious mind. I mentioned this, and I'll talk more about subconscious mind because I just love it. It's just so powerful. But that's where our paradigms lie, is in our subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is just what keeps us on autopilot. So we have to change that. We have to change that whole paradigm, change the behavior in our subconscious mind so we can start getting new results. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about today, is just a little bit about paradigm. So we talked about goal setting yesterday and, how we can, really set goals that are going to pump us up and get us motivated. And then now I wanted to talk about, who you are, your character, your habitual way of being, your paradigm. So you understand, what you're up against, I guess, when you're trying to achieve these goals, because you're up against your old paradigm and you're gonna have to create a new paradigm. And it's not easy, but it's definitely possible. So that was basically all I wanted to talk about today. I really want to see you achieve your goals. It's 2020. We are still, very much in the beginning of a new year. So let's make this the best year ever. And I know you can do it. I believe in you so much. And that's basically it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be doing more lives. I just really love getting on live and connecting with you all. So yeah, if you guys have any comments about paradigms, if you notice a paradigm that you have that you've been stuck with, or a habit that you've been wanting to break, let me know. If you don't want to tell the whole world, you can just send me a message as well. Yeah, so that's it. That was the lesson on paradigms and how we can change our paradigm for goal achieving. All right. Well, that's all for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Yay. Yeah, next time we can go live together. Let's see. So do I have any opinions on... I don't actually. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm going to have to really look into that. So I can't give a good opinion on that. But yeah, thanks for the questions. Thanks for interacting. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.